wants to learn a new trick. Mr. Contestmaster, dignitaries in the room, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. When I was 51 years old, I got myself an all-steel 21-speed Schwinn mountain bike, all made in China, and learned how to ride it. 8 very painful months later, I was able to commute to work, run my errands, and actually enjoy my bike rides. And then my competitive personality woke up and said, Andres, you can ride that extra mile and become a bicycle champion. First step into such a project is ask an expert. And everybody referred me, the owner of a local bicycle store, as the man to go for such an enterprise. So I went to the bicycle store on my Schwinn mountain bike. The bicycle store was huge, all glass, all indirect illumination, wood floor, hundreds of bicycles on display, hundreds and hundreds of bicycle parts and accessories on the wall. It was quite intimidating. A middle-aged, athletic, severe-looking gentleman came out, had a quick appraising look at me and my bike, and asked, "How may I help you, sir?" Feeling a little meagish, I explained him my plan. He gave us another look, a very long, critical look, and said, "Well, sir, first thing you have to do is to get rid of that bike of yours and get yourself a road bike." I was a little perplexed. Why? What's wrong with my all-steel 21-speed Schwinn mountain bike, all made in China? I dared to ask. It's heavy, it's unwieldy, and it's cheap, he replied. If you want to be a bicycle champion, you have to get one like this. And he led me to a bike, which I have to admit was a beauty of a bike. And he immersed me in a crash course about carbon fiber, ultralight alloys, precision machined drivetrain components, disc brakes, and all sorts of bells and whistles on that bike. Wait a moment. How much is this going to cost? I finally managed to ask. $2,500 was the blunt answer. Holy moly! My career as a bike champion almost started with a massive heart attack. $2,500! Ladies and gentlemen, for that money I can buy a used car in good condition, which defeats the whole part of the story. Okay, thank you for your information. I will think about it. Bye-bye. I left the place, picking a brochure how to become a bike champion on my way out. Back home, I popped a beer, sat on the couch, and had a look at the brochure. Your workday starts at 5 a.m. with 30 minutes calisthenics and a 40-mile warm-up ride. What? 5 a.m.? 30 minutes calisthenics? They say. My day starts at 7:30 a.m. And the closest I come to calisthenics at that time of the day is to drag myself into the kitchen and hunt for my coffee. 5 a.m. is sleeping time for me. The brochure went on with an agenda packed with activities like individual training rides, group training rides, CrossFit, workouts, massages, diet suggestions, keeping track of my heart rate, my blood pressure, my blood sugar, and other body functions I don't want to mention. What do they want? I have a full-time job, and I want to have fun with my bike and not to become a doctor. I decided to stick to the 40-mile warm-up ride. It sounded like fun, and 40 miles didn't sound like a big deal. Well, try to do that in Southeast Florida in mid of August with a heat index of 106 degrees and a stiff wind blowing right against you. After 5 miles, I was soaked in sweat. After 10 miles, I was feeling exhausted. After 15 miles, my legs were screaming and my vision started to blur. Then I realized that I was riding in front of a Walmart supercenter. A Walmart. Air conditioned. Cold drinks. Gatorade. Relaxing, hanging onto one of their wonderful big shopping carts. I spent 3 hours in that Walmart until I got the energy to take the bus home. Learning a new trick is wonderful for an old dog, but you have to keep your expectations and your resources realistic. Mr. Toastmaster.